Screen Esther here. Today I would like to show you how I made this delicious meat empanadas, aka meat pies. Okay, this right here was so delicious, so crunchy, so soft at the same time. So if you are interested in learning more, stay tuned. So here's what I'll be using to make the filling. I'm using some ground beef. This is the lean version. Use whatever you want. Some red bell peppers, some yellow bell peppers, some onion leaves, some carrot, and some minced garlic. Then you can see the measurement on the screen. It is also going to be in the description. I will also be going over the seasoning later on in the video. In the clean skillet, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit some oil. You can use any oil of your choice. I'm currently using canola oil, and I'm adding my carrot in there first. I'm going to leave on the fire for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'll go about adding the rest of the vegetables in like so. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes as well. Then we'll go ahead and introduce the ground beef to the mixture. We then proceed to add the minced garlic as well on the ground beef, and then we will go ahead and add the seasoning. Okay, that's the seasoning that we want to use. I'm going to add that on the screen. Take a screenshot so you can remember. Make sure we combine, just mix it very well, break the meat, let it cook for a good 18 minutes, until the meat is thoroughly cooked and is super dry. You want to keep turning it every now and then until it looks like so. Okay, it is almost done. Just let it cook for I let my cook very well. It is super dry, so your meat pie is not soggy. The next step is start working on the flour. So I'm using actually 2.5 cups here. This process is not necessary to add it in the cedar. It's not necessary. I was just doing the extra. Okay, but I'm using 2.5 cups, and I put that in my bowl here, and I move to the next step. Now I'm adding some salt on there. Every single measurement is going to be in the description, and I'm also adding some oil. Okay, I'm using some canola oil. You can use sunflower oil in there, and then we're going to mix everything and move to the next step. The next step is to add the butter. I'm using half a cup of butter of 8 tablespoons, which is 1 stick of butter in there, and I cut in pieces. You want to use it in the frozen state. Once that is done, you want to go ahead and introduce some water a little bit as you go, and the measurement is on the screen. I'm using 1/4 of a cup, little at a time though. Remember, use water according to how much you are making, and then just based on the flour that you are using, just use the water a little bit as you go until you get this consistency. I'm going to go ahead and keep kneading the dough on my clean surface some more so I can have a better desire. So you guys watch it as I do this. So on my clean surface, I went ahead and added a little bit of some flour on this surface, and I put it down there, and I'm kneading some more until I get a consistency like so. Once that is done, you can let it rest for about 15 minutes or proceed right away. I went ahead and added more some flour on this clean surface, and now I'm cutting my dough. So that will also help you to know how much you're actually making. But what I end up doing, like it was end up more, so I simply kept shaping it the way I want. I will have a cutter. I think some of this thing was done outside the filming, but as you can see, I'm shaping everything into a round little ball and put on the side, and that's what I'm going to be working with. Use my I'm going to just shape it and then make it the way I want it. You guys keep watching. This is what I'm using, and this is my cutter that I was telling you guys about. And once that is got, I use the roller to even spread it some more so it can be thinner. The way it becomes crispy is that the more thin it is, the crispier it gets. So I kept using the roller and then get it extended so it becomes a little big but still crispy. And once that is done, I use my filler and I put my meat right in the middle, and I just close it up like you will see. And then I use my fork to just make sure I close it even more further. So the first thing is that you put the meat, and you're supposed to put some water. I know that you didn't capture here, but once you put some little bit of water at halfway, and then close it. Then use your fork to just press it down. That way it's sealed completely and it doesn't open when you fry it. So I went ahead and used the cover of the bowl to just try to use that as my shaper because I wanted my meat pie to be a little bit bigger because what I was using was just too small for me, and this is what I got. And then I pre-cut everything, that way make it easier for me, and then I will go ahead and move to the next step.
Once everything is pre-cut, all you gotta do is just put the meat in the middle of the dough, put the water at the edge, close it up, and use a fork to press it down to create that look. I'm going to repeat this step over and over until everything is ready, and once that is ready, we'll proceed to start frying it. So watch how I make this.
Here is what we got here, and we're going to start frying. Put some oil in the skillet, put it until it is hot. I put a little bit tester in there to see how hot it was before I proceed to add my empanadas in there. You want to fry on medium low so it doesn't burn. You want it to cook, so don't put it on high. You want to put it on medium low and keep stirring it very often, that way it doesn't burn. All right, keep close, stay close to it, and then let it fry until you get this look, until this brownish looking look. And then our meat pie is ready, so I'm going to put it in a sealer with that is aligned with paper towel so it get all the extra oil out. And then we're going to repeat this step over and over until everything is done. But you can see I also clean my oil before I add any more in there, that way the residue doesn't get burned, and then my food is ready. Yep, at this point this is rinse and repeat over and over until everything is done. And I had one big one in there, so just fried, removing that will be the very first thing I put in. Everything is ready, I'm just fixing it right now. And then this is how it looks on the inside, guys. Very moist, juicy, crispy, flaky at the same time. It was so good. I even made us some more in butter cheese church. People really loved it. Okay, guys, if you watch it all the way here, don't forget to like this video, share, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and let's get to 1K. Okay, and I also made a little side, sauce on the side. This look at it inside, guys. It looks so good. It was filling, a lot of meat in there, tasty, crispy, awesome. I really enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Until I come your way next time, don't forget to be safe, enjoy your family. God bless you all. Au revoir, salut, bye bye.